Hello and welcome to today's video. Let's talk about what rich people are willing to do versus what poor people aren't. All right, so let me read this. Rich people are willing to do what the average people won't. Okay, it says, are you willing to work 16-hour days? Rich people are. Are you willing to work 7 days a week and sometimes most of your weekends? Rich people are. Okay, now don't take this in the context of working a 9 to 5, a job. This can be work related to anything. It can be athletics, it can be spirituality, it can be working money, it can be running businesses, it can be working online, it could be anything. We can apply this to anything. Okay, but what this is saying is a lot of people look at successful people and they say, oh, he has some, it's in his DNA, or oh, he's a natural. Oh, he can speak, or oh, he can do this, he's natural at it. I can never do that. No, that's absolute bullshit, okay? The reality is these people spent the time to hone the skill, to learn, to do the thing that they're doing, to get their craft, to hone their craft, so that they have that skill set, right? Then they can use the skill set to then go forward and do whatever they're doing. A lot of people see people that are successful and they say, oh, he's an overnight success, look at him go, right? Yeah, it's an overnight success that took 10 or 20 years, right, of hardship and failure and moving forward and doing so much work that people don't see behind closed doors, right? There's not a single successful person in the world that just was successful overnight. The only people that are successful overnight with money, for example, are lottery winners. But we all know what happens to like 99% of them. They lose all their damn money because they're not the right person at the right time. They're not spiritually ready for that. They're not prepared, right? They just get it, they lose it, they spend it, they blow it, right? People that have put in the work for many, many years and then they're successful, they look like they're successful overnight because you only see the end result. You don't see all the hardships getting there. I'll give you an example. One of my first millionaire mentors told me, he said, hey, Civi, do you want me to show you the formula to make $100,000 in a month? I said, you damn right I want to know that formula. Let's see it. He said, okay. He showed me. So he laid it out. This is what I did for the month. This is all the things that I did. He did about 13 or 14 all-nighters. I'm talking about did not sleep at all for almost half of the month. Now, it's very extreme, right? I understand that. He's an internet marketer. He works online. He's a multi-millionaire, 7-figure earner, okay? But the fact is this. When he shows his income at the end of the month, and he's like, hey, everybody, look at, I made 120 grand this month. Most people will see that and say, oh yeah, but he has X, Y, Z, or he did this, or he did that. They'll come up with some reason why he can do it and they cannot, right? They come up with some BS reason that he's special in some way and they can't do it because they don't have this, or they don't have the time, or they don't have this, or they don't have that. The only difference between these two people is that he did the work that most people won't do. He stayed up 13, 14 all-nighters in a month, and at the end of the month, he had built something that earned him over $100,000. The average person just looks at that and they think, oh, I wish I could do that, and then they go back to doing what they were doing before, which is nothing, right? So let me read it again. Rich people are willing to do what average people are not. So are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to be the guy who says no to the party, or says no to doing this, and spends the time at home putting in the work, doing the inner work that needs to happen, the personal development, working on yourself, all of these things, putting together a business structure, building and learning and networking and doing all the stuff it takes to have the overnight success, right? To make 6 figures in a month. The difference is rich people are and average people are not. And you can make the choice for yourself. So I hope you got some value on this video, and I'll see you on the next one.